What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks WNBA player props video. This one I'm going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in. Get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks today with these picks, guys. And if you are getting very serious, would highly recommend my premium content packages that's linked below in the description. You can get access to my underdog WNBA. I do offer Prizepicks WNBA, and I do have a VIP member package that'll give you access to every single one of my packages to go along with early access to all these picks. I always launch those in that Discord before I even post this video so that all my members can get the early edge in case any of these bump for all sports. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal for all these videos is going to be 200 likes. Putting a lot of work on this. It takes 2 seconds. It's free, and I know a lot more than 200 people are watching the videos. So if you could hit that like button, that would be awesome. And let's talk about it. Let's go game by game as we always do. And the first game I want to talk about is going to be the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Connecticut Sun. This game comes with a 167.5 over-under. It is a 10-point spread in favor of the Connecticut Sun. And I want to kick things off with Miss Alyssa Thomas. She is on the team that's heavily favored, and I expect, if this turns into a blowout, for her to be doing the load of the work. She has been phenomenal as of late. You look at how she's getting the job done. All categories. 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, 22 points last time out, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 19 rebounds the time before, 10, 5, 1 steal, 15 points, 10, 12, 1 block, 3 steals, 15 points. So she's contributing in all categories. She's also racking up lots of blocks and steals. If you're new to the channel, a little bit of a newsflash for you. I like targeting fantasy score when I have a player that contributes in all categories and racks up the blocks and steals, and I think her fantasy score line is simply too low. So pick number 1. Only 34.5 line over here on Prizepicks. I think she goes out there and puts up 40 plus in this spot. Really want to attack this line. Like the over 34.5 fantasy score for Alyssa Thomas. Pick number 1 here. Pick number 2. We're going to be headed down to the next game here, and it's going to be the New York Liberty taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. 165 over under 5.5 point spread here. And we're going to be targeting a prop that really isn't reliant on the game staying close, really isn't relying on the pace too much. It's going to be Sabrina Ionescu, and we're going to be targeting her 3-pointers made. She has really struggled from the 3-point arc as of late, but if you look at her numbers on the season, I think she's really due for some positive regression here. And the line has dropped all the way down to 1.5 3-pointers made. She's been up there with some of the top 3-pointers in the league as far as lines. You know, Sophie Cunningham, Deanna Taurasi. As far as the line, she's been up there at 2.5, 3.5, 4 times in the season. Now she's all the way down to 1.5. Now she's only hit this in one of the last 5 games, but once again, I really think she's due for some positive regression here. I mean, I'm looking at my advanced metrics hub as far as what she does from the 3-point arc on the season. She takes a ton of 3-pointers, averaging 6.8 3-pointers attempted per game. She also shoots 34% from the field from behind the 3-point arc. So she's going to take like 7 threes. She's shooting 34%. I mean, you do the math. She should be able to make more than 2 threes here. Traditionally, I know she's been bad as of late, but decent pace game, 165 over under. Obviously, possessions do matter, shot attempts, but then you look at what she's been doing as of late, just the shots not falling. The volume's there. 1 for 6, 1 for 6, 2 for 6, 1 for 4, 1 for 7, 1 for 4. After going 4 for 9, 4 for 8, 7 for 8 from the field, from behind the arc, she's just gone cold, but it's just too much value to not take it over 1.5. I'm not scared. She's one of the best players in the league. I know she's been struggling, but you can't let the recency bias get to you. And the fact that she's taking 6.8 3-pointers per game and the line's dropped to 1.3, I want to take advantage of that. So pick number 2, we're going to be rocking with the over 1.5 3-pointers made for Sabrina Ionescu. That will be pick number 2. Once again, we will be taking the over on 1.5 3-pointers made for Ionescu. That's pick number 2. Pick number 3. We're going to be headed to the next game in the Las Vegas Aces, taking on the Washington Mystics. This game comes with a 165 over under 3-point spread in favor of the Las Vegas Aces, and we'll kick things off on their side with Miss A'ja Wilson. And we're going to be targeting her free throws. Once again, kind of similar to Sabrina Ionescu. I think there's some really good value on the free throws made for A'ja Wilson just due to her recent her recency bias. I mean, she hasn't hit this in 4 of the last 5, but you look at her stats on the season, she's taking a lot of free throws per game, and she converts on a lot of them. She's 3rd in the league in free throws attempted. She takes 5.2 free throws attempted per game. Look at my advanced metrics sheet. She shoots 81.5% from the line. If you compare her to the top 2 3-point shooters in the league, or top 3, I should say, Diana Taurasi, Skylar Diggins-Smith are up there. They both take, Diggins-Smith takes 5.3, and Diana Taurasi takes 4.7. She shoots 89% from the line. Diggins-Smith shoots 85% from the line. So Wilson's essentially having the same exact volume as them, pretty much shoots exactly the same from the line. She's 4 or 5% off as far as the difference, but I don't care. I mean, look at the other 2 that we just discussed. They're both at 4, which is saying that Prizepicks expects them to at least make 4, and they're trying to hedge against the push here. I think A'ja Wilson's in that territory too. I'm not going to let the recency bias talk me off it. Same thing that I talked about with Ionescu. Sometimes looking at these last 5 doesn't really match up with the advanced metrics, and that's exactly why I created the tools that I did, to be able to decipher and find those differences. Just not too scared. I think she's going to get a lot of free throws attempted, and she's going to convert on a lot of them. I'm not going to let the recency bias talk me off it. So pick number 3. We will be rocking with the over 3.5 free throws made here for A'ja Wilson. Then pick number 4, we're going to stick in the same game. We're going to go over to the other side with the Washington Mystics. The Las Vegas Aces are one of the best pace-up matchups you could ask for. And I want to talk about a nice high-usage player in Natasha Cloud. And I want to talk about her points, rebounds, and assists. Because pick number 4, I will be rocking with the over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Natasha Cloud. Now, she's been crushing this for the most part. The last 3 times out, she's put up 25 in each of those games, has easily cleared the over, and I'm expecting more of the same here for her. She plays lots of minutes. Her assist metrics are fantastic, but the assist line's really, really high alone, so I like the PRA a little bit more, especially considering she does contribute in all those other categories. She's playing 32.2 minutes per game on the season. She takes 9.3 field goals attempted, 39% from the field, 4.1 threes per game, 31.9% from there. She takes 2.7 free throws attempted, 81% from there, 7.3 assists per game, 3.8 total rebounds per game. So pretty much every single thing you could possibly be looking for in the points, rebounds, and assists. And I do lean this over the fantasy score because I don't think her steal and block metrics are too great, which is something I'm always looking for also with her being on the floor for so many minutes. She does turn the ball over a little bit too much for my liking at 2.9 turnovers per game, but I do really like the PRA. We don't get those negative points for the fantasy score. So pick number 4, I'm going to be rocking with the over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Natasha Cloud. And pick number 5, we are going to be going down to the last game. It's the Dallas Wings taking on the Chicago Sky. It's a 170 over under, 8.5 point spread in favor of the Chicago Sky. And I want to talk about Miss Arike Wnba. If I'm still pronouncing these names wrong, I'm sorry, guys. I got so much going on. I'll work on pronouncing them. You can help me out in the comments. But if I'm butchering the names, you can feel free to laugh at me. It's just I got a lot going on. I haven't learned all the names yet. So, but she's going to be my pick number 5. Really do like the over on her fantasy score, similar to Alyssa Thomas, who we talked about earlier, who's contributing a lot in the steals, points, rebounds, and assists. It's going to be the same story for her. And once again, I think her line is simply too low. I think she goes out there and puts up 40+. You're looking at where they've got her set over here on Prizepicks. Only 32 fantasy score for her. She's crushed this each of the last 4 times out. She's averaging 39.5 over her last 4. And once again, you look at how she's doing it. She can do it in a lot of ways. And once again, these steals, you get 3 points for every one of those steals. She's racking up a lot of them. 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 28 points. So she's just been absolutely crushing from a fantasy point aspect. She plays a ton of minutes as well, 34, 35, 36. She'll play in the mid-30s. And similar to Alyssa Thomas, who I talked about, I think this is even a larger discrepancy of where she should be. Once again, Alyssa Thomas at 34.5. I think she puts up 40+. Same story for Arike Wnba, and she's only down to 32 fantasy scores. So pretty clear value for me here. Pick number 5, we'll be rocking with the over 32 fantasy score here for Arike Wnba. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the WNBA today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you didn't check out the MLB video earlier, check that out too. We're on a 15-5 run there. Looking to get hot in this one, go for a 5-0 sweep. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Best of luck on your props picks tonight in the WNBA, guys, and we will see you in the next one.